Hey guys, it's Melanie. Happy Friday and welcome back to another weekly beauty chit chat. If you are new around here, this video goes up most Fridays and it's just an opportunity for me to casually chit chat about all of the fun, frivolous, completely unnecessary beauty products that I was personally loving or obsessing about over the course of the past week. Per usual, I have some things to share with you guys today, so I will list and link everything in the description box right below this video here. If you'd like to know where to purchase these items, read up other people's reviews, look at ingredient decks, yada, 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 feel free to check the description box out. It's usually a plethora of information. Anyway, how was your week? Was it a good one? Let me know. Also, don't forget to let me know what you were super excited about this week in terms of makeup, skincare, hair care, whatever. Leave that down in the comments. My week was pretty good, although I have a pretty wicked bout of insomnia that I'm dealing with right now. I actually have not slept probably more than like a couple of hours in the last 3 days. I know that sounds insane. And there's like this weird thing this time around with the insomnia where like, I feel like my brain is tired, but I feel like my body is still like able to function. I mean, I'm here, right? Like I got up out of bed after not sleeping all night and I'm totally still doing my thing, but I do feel like my brain is very tired. So anyway, I've still got to truck along, man. Still have to do life, right? So anyway, I hope to be able to catch up on my sleep this weekend. So the weather is supposed to be kind of a little bit cloudy this weekend. So I'm hoping maybe I can just kind of take a bunch of couch naps and maybe catch up. We'll see. I sure hope so, because I think my brain needs a little rest. So let's kick it off with the perfume picks from this past week. I usually start with fragrance. I'm a huge fragrance nut. I actually have not applied my perfume yet today, so we're gonna actually put on both of these. So I was kind of grabbing for both of these all week. I've been really getting into my more like heavy fall type fragrances. I actually shared a video towards the earlier part of the week where I gave you guys some suggestions for some fall perfumes that I tend to get a lot of compliments on and that I think are perfect for like the upcoming fall and winter season. I'll link that video down below if you missed it. But this week, my picks that were reached for the most were actually these two. I like them like by themselves, but together they're actually a really great combination. So this is the KLA Vanilla 28, and this is the Brown Girl Jane Casablanca. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply. This Vanilla 28 is a really beautiful, very straightforward vanilla to my nose. It's not overly sweet, but it's definitely a sweet vanilla for sure. But it has a lot of those like really pure, almost like vanilla extract type fragrance notes. It's very pure and I just love the way this develops on my skin. As it dries down, it smells even warmer and I feel like there's almost like a little bit of like a amber type note that develops as well, and I love it. I love this one on its own, but paired with this Brown Girl Jane. Okay, I first discovered this fragrance or this company over on Instagram a couple years ago. I think I saw an ad for them or something. And the first fragrance that I was interested in was the Casablanca, but because I'd never really heard of the brand before, I didn't really want to like blind buy. And so I just wrote the name of this fragrance down in my little booklet where I write down the names of perfumes that I'm interested in testing out. And when this brand showed up at Sephora, I was like, okay, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go ahead and purchase the travel size of Casablanca, and you guys, I love it. This is really good. They are very similar fragrances in that they both have a vanilla base, but this one, oh, this one's very interesting. It has this powderiness that runs throughout the fragrance. It's not straight up baby powder, but it's a very distinct powder note, and it's really beautiful. I smell a little bit more floral in this fragrance as well, but it is very much like a sweet vanilla, leaning more gourmand than it is floral. So I really like this one, again, by itself. It's another one where it just gels really well with my personal body chemistry. But when I pair these two together, so I like to put the Vanilla 28 down first and then layer the Casablanca over top. And that combo is just so lovely. Oh, I feel like the sweetness from both of these coming together kind of makes the perfect sweet vanilla in a way. Ugh, so good. I wish you guys could smell this. If you happen to have both of these fragrances, try pairing them together. If you've never tried pairing different perfumes together in your collection, I would highly recommend doing that. I've been doing that for a number of years, and it's a great way for me to kind of come up with a new fragrance if I'm a little bit bored with everything that I have and I don't want to invest in a new fragrance. I'll just start mixing things together and coming up with something interesting and new. And this combo here is a definite winner. So again, if you have them both, check them out. But big fan of either one. All right, hair care. So I reviewed the Beauty Pie hair care products. I think it was yesterday that video went up. I pretty much liked everything that they sent my way. I think that there was a treatment shampoo and I called it a mask. It's actually a conditioner. Those two products have avocado oil in them and I think they're just a little too heavy for my hair. I've still been using them, but I do notice that my hair is just a little bit more weighed down on the days where I've been using that shampoo and conditioner. Not terrible, but also probably less than ideal for, you know, my 57 strands of hair here. So the strengthening one I think is probably a much better fit for, you know, my fine, thin hair. But the product that I think that really like caught my attention the most out of the hair care products that I reviewed is the Super Healthy Hair Always Leave On Conditioning Treatment. This is amazing, you guys. I think it's up there with my Alterna leave-in treatment, the Pureology Color Fanatic that I love so much, the Way leave-in treatment. This gives that really light hydration to my hair. I feel like it helps to protect my hair when I'm blow drying. I do wash my hair every single day. I have a really oily scalp and like going multiple day between washes is just not an option for me. I don't like the way my hair feels. I don't like the way my hair smells. It's just not my thing. So I do wash on a daily basis and I do have naturally gray hair, so that can be quite drying. So I really focus on using hydrating products in pretty much every step of my hair care routine. And this provides, again, that perfect level of hydration that makes my hair soft and shiny without weighing it down. Like I obviously have been favoring a little bit more of a middle part and I haven't been doing quite as much volume as I normally like to do, but I really love how this it just makes my hair look good. It's a fantastic product. So with Beauty Pie, you can shop on their website without having a membership, but you really do get the best savings if you join, you know, the Beauty Pie membership or whatever they call it. I am gonna go ahead and have my husband get me the Beauty Pie membership for my birthday this year. My birthday's coming up in November. There's a number of different things that I'm interested in trying from Beauty Pie anyway, outside of their hair care, because they also do skincare, they do fragrances, they do body care products. Like they just have a whole host of products to choose from. And essentially Beauty Pie goes to the manufacturers who create a lot of the like high-end products for, you know, I'm sure companies like Pureology, you know, different skincare companies and stuff. And they basically private label some of these formulations if they're available, and then they are able to pass along the cost savings, you know. Obviously, Beauty Pie doesn't have super crazy, you know, fancy packaging. Obviously, there's not like a ton spent on advertising, things like that. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm excited to get the membership. I think that it'll be kind of an interesting experience to try some more things from them and then compare to, you know, a lot of the higher end things that I pay a lot more money for. So more to come from Beauty Pie for sure, but I really do appreciate them reaching out. And this treatment here, fabulous. If you're in the market and you have a Beauty Pie membership, this is worth checking out. All right, skincare. I have not had this in my daily skincare routine for a few months now, and I have missed it immensely. This is the Paula's Choice Niacinamide 20% treatment. This has acetylglucosamine as well as purslane in it. I really, because of my I just have an oily head, listen. From here up, very oily. My scalp, my face, oily. I might be almost 46 years old, but I still have the oil production of a teenage boy for some reason. So for me, because of my enlarged pore or my oily skin, I tend to deal with enlarged pores, and the way that I really helped my pores look significantly smaller and to also control my oil production was to use this 20% treatment from Paula's Choice. I actually started with their 10% niacinamide and really found some pretty good results with that. But when they came out with this, I purchased it for the first time and I noticed a difference almost immediately. And so for me, 20% is not too high of a concentration, but I will say if you have a much more sensitive skin type, a 20% concentration of niacinamide might be irritating to your skin, so do be mindful of that. But for me personally, I have tough rhino hide and I have to be a little bit more aggressive with skincare. But this product here, I will never stop buying it. It's spendy, but a little bit goes a long way. I literally use maybe like 2 drops in the morning and I concentrate on my, well, really I spread it across my whole face because I have enlarged pores everywhere, but I really focus on my cheeks, my nose, this area here on my forehead and my chin where the most prominent pores are. And I really work that into the skin. And I'm telling you, it made such an impact on the overall look of my pores. You can still tell that I have pores, like they still exist, but they are not nearly as like prominent looking as they once were. So I love this stuff. I'm glad that I had a backup of it. I usually always do. So yeah, you know, it's such a staple. I wish I could find something less expensive, but out of all of the niacinamides that I've tried, that is just, it's such a game changer for me. All right, the last several items here are going to all be makeup related. So I started using the Everyday Minerals semi-matte base again. I purchased, when was it? Maybe like 2013, 2014. I discovered Everyday Minerals. I don't even know if this company is still around. I need to go look because honestly, this semi-matte base, I still had this left over from way back then, but it was like completely like sealed. It was like an unused product basically. So I decided to bust it out and started using it this week, and I really like the way this looks on my skin. So instead of using my Balance and Brighten, I've been using the semi-matte base in Golden Ivory 1W, that's the shade. Now again, this is quite old. I don't know if they have changed their formulation. I don't know if they have changed the names of their products. They could have made some changes since the time that I've purchased this. But you guys, look at the glow. That glow that you see on my forehead and like on the rest of my face, that's not from a highlighter or a primer or anything. That is from this powder foundation. And I just feel like, especially when I'm feeling so tired, this is making me look so much more alive than I really feel on the inside right now. This is amazing, and it kind of makes me want to like go back and maybe order some more. Although this is almost, well, I just opened it, so it was full. It'll take me a little while to get through this, but I'm kind of already like hooked on it again. I can see why I was really into this company like a while ago, but anyway, maybe more to come from Everyday Minerals. Okay, my blush this week was one of my like all-time favorites. This is actually one of my favorite shades from the Buxom brand. So Dolly. I have Dolly lip cream, lip gloss. I have the Dolly's Wild Side palette. I have the Dolly blush. I love anything Dolly. But the blush especially, I think is such a beautiful kind of, it's like a plummy mauve almost. It's just really, really pretty on. And this one also has a little bit of a glow, and that's kind of why I was grabbing for it, is again, it just that little pop of life to my cheeks there. It's not like super, super glowy, and it almost looks matte in the pan, but once you get it on, you do notice just a little tiny bit of a glow from this one, and it's beautiful, and I love it. So this is the Wanderlust Primer Infused Blush in, again, the shade Dolly. So good, so good. Okay, 2 lip products from this week. I was in a gloss mode. The one that I'm wearing right now is the Tower 28 Beauty Shine On Lip Jelly and Pistachio. This one is gorgeous. And then I also have the NYX, this is Milky Gloss in Ube Milkshake. This is a really, really pretty shade too. These are actually quite similar. But they have a little bit of a nuance between them. I think the Ube Milkshake has a little bit more of like a plumminess to it. But I either go between like a lipstick phase or a lip gloss phase. And right now I think I'm in another lip gloss phase. But both of those shades are great neutrals. And if you just want a gloss that's really easy to apply, both of these are fantastic. The NYX gloss, I want to say, is somewhere around 10 bucks. The Tower 28, I don't know, what are these, like $19? This one's a little bit more expensive, but it is a really nice thin formulation. I think the formula of the NYX is fairly similar as well. It's a little bit thicker, but I really like the Tower 28 formulation. Just feels very thin on the lips. I either like a really thin gloss or a really thick gloss. I'd say my favorite thick gloss formulation is definitely the City Beauty. This is kind of polar opposite of City Beauty, where it's like really, really thin feeling on the lips. And the City Beauty has like that kind of, it's almost like a better staying power, but anyway, both lovely. And then my eyeshadow palettes for this week, I'm still on my little LORAC journey here. I have a ton of these old LORAC palettes in my collection, and I know this was the LORAC Pro one. I can't remember if this pink one here was the 2. No, it's the 3. Okay, they are labeled on the back. Hold on one second here. Let me turn that off. Yeah, so this is the Pro. So this must have been the Pro 1. And then this is the LORAC Pro 3. Honestly, I have been finding the LORAC Pro 1 to be a little bit patchy. It used to not be that way. So I don't know if the formulation here is finally kind of going off a little bit. I've never really had that experience though with powders, but this one has been applying like, you know, as good as the day that I bought it basically. So today I'm wearing the LORAC Pro 3 palette. I have a combination of the Cool Taupe and the dark brown in my crease. And then I blended that out with a little bit of this terracotta shade. And then I have canvas on my inner corners. And then I just used the black as my liner and just kind of smoked that out a little bit. But I really like the easy neutral looks that I'm getting with these palettes. And yeah, I'm just trying really hard to use some of these older palettes in my collection because they really haven't gotten attention in a little while. So yeah, we're taking it back to the old school. I don't think these are available anymore. Maybe this one still is. I feel like I have seen this one still, maybe on the LORAC website. I don't think Ulta carries it anymore, but it is a really great palette. So if you have this one in your collection, bust it out. It's a good one. All right, you guys, that's everything that I have for you today. I really appreciate you being here. If you are new, definitely take the time to subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.